Welcome back to Norheim's Garasjen. Today I'm thinking of painting the A, B and C pillars on this car. On the inside, of course. I'm just gonna paint them black, and I'm gonna use like something like this. And it has a cap here you take off, press it in the bottom here, and it will release some hardener into the paint. And that will make it dry a little bit quicker, so I can tape on it before I'm gonna paint the headliner. The paint for the headliner is this one, but that we can come back to that later on. I'm first gonna paint this pillars on it, and so they can dry up, and then I will take the headliner later on. So I'm not gonna film the process of painting. I don't think that's necessary, so I'm just gonna paint it, and we can have a look at it later on. I will just do that, and I will come back. Yeah, now we can see I've been painted the pillars and around in the back. Sure if you can see here, it's black, and there's also black in there, and around and around, and also in here, and around on the top. That is the part which is visible for after the interiors is on, and the all the moldings and these things when it comes on. There is gonna be some visible parts of the pillars, so that's why I'm gonna paint them black. The headliner is, I need to wait a little bit before I mask off. The headliner is gonna be black also, but I'm not gonna paint that before the other paint here is dry enough to tape on it. So that's gonna take a few days. So I'm not gonna make this video too long, because I think I'm gonna get the headliner painting on the same video as this one. So I just have to wait until that. And I also did the spoiler. It's a little bit poor lighting here now because I have the garage door open a little bit, but this is just a plug, so it's kind of it's very hard to see. It's a little bit hard to see this, but yeah, this is just a plug, as I said. It's gonna be make a mold out of it, so we can make a few more than just one, just to have something to repair if you're hitting the ground with it. So I don't have to make a new from scratch. So that's why I'm making a mold out of it. But I think I'm gonna wait now probably until next weekend. That's maybe a week before I start thinking about taping on this paint. I can of course go over it with a heat gun to get it to harden a little bit faster, but I think I'm just gonna wait. It's not a big problem. So after the headliner is done, I then need to start the engine bay here to get body filler on some spots around, like here, and inside here, of course. And yeah, it's going to be covered up with engine parts and whatnot, so I don't think it's overly necessary to overdo it, but need to look a little bit decent, of course. All of these holes I have in here, I'm not gonna weld anything shut because it might be a chance where you can actually get this back to original state. That's why I'm gonna leave all the holes. I'm just gonna make some plugs for it. That's gonna be, of course, looking a little bit untidy and messy, but I think we can agree that it's nice to just have a way back if necessary. So I now placed in a application to the MOT for the engine. The engine that stands here, which of course could be a little bit problematic, maybe, I don't know. I don't have a receipt for this engine. I bought it from somebody private, so I didn't get any receipt. So if they will have a documentation of where this engine comes from, I don't have that. But worst case, I just have to buy a new one. But that's going to be another story for another time. Now I just have to wait for the paint to harden, and so I can do the headliner. And maybe I can show you the paint for the headliner. It's a let's see. Not sure if it's possible to see, but it's this thing here. I have never tried it before, but let's see. Yeah, but it's it says that it shouldn't be rubbing off. It's meant for leather, not for vinyl headliners. So we'll see how it works. It's not going to be any wear and tear on this on the headliner anyway, so I think it's going to be fine. So we'll see how that works. But I will update when I are ready for the headliner. Yeah, good morning again. It's Sunday morning. Have a cup of coffee. Time is 9:40. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but I have the heater on. It's there. It's not that noisy as the other one I had. I had this torpedo heater earlier. Also a 20 kilowatts heater as this one. But the torpedo heater is very noisy. But this is a infrared and diesel kind of heater, so it's pretty good. But we're gonna stain or paint the headliner, of course, as we're gonna do today. So maybe I just have a trip around to see how we're gonna do it. Yeah, let's see. The plan is to stain the headliner today. I painted the pillars yesterday, and I've touched it and it looks dry, so it's going to be fine. I'm not going to tape it off because I'm not going to spray it because of the consistency, or not consistency, but the viscosity of the paint, or it's a little bit thick. I don't think I can thin it out really. So I'm gonna just hold a spatula on the edge here and just tap it here with the sponge, and I think I'm gonna roll the paint on. I tried it here yesterday on the on these sunshades, and that worked perfectly fine. It wasn't that good for sponging it on though, because it kind of got these lines where you didn't get coverage, and also on the second coat you got the same thing. So you have to have like 3 or 4 coats on to get all of that covered. So I just took a roller and I just rolled this paint on, so that works perfectly fine. So that's what I'm gonna do. First tapping all the edges, roll a coat on, and do the process once more. So I think that would be the easiest thing. Not gonna film the process of that because I don't think it's necessary to show that. So I'm just gonna do the first coat, and we're gonna see. Yeah, then sorry, then we got a coat on it. Let's see, I'm not sure if it's possible to see, but I need to get inside here. It's a little bit blotchy at the moment. You see there's some spots you can see I haven't get full coverage, but it will get full coverage in the second coat. But if this dries up and not getting overly blotchy, I think it will be perfectly fine. See, it's a little bit, it's not full coverage here, you can see. There's also wet spots around, so it's not it's not going to be perfect in the first coat anyway. So, but I think I just want to let this dry for a bit, and I will see for the next coat. Yeah, then it's done with. So it looks nice. So light on. Not sure if it's possible to see, but maybe I can jack up the car a little bit so we can have a look. Yeah, now we can see. It's yeah, it's pretty dark, of course. It's yeah, now we can see here. But we can maybe have a look when it's dried up. It looks very wet at the moment, so I'm just going to put an oven in here and we can dry it up. Yeah. Then it has dried up. It's not easy to see in this light, but it's looking pretty good. I'm impressed over the result. It doesn't look blotchy or anything. It looks perfectly fine. So yeah, I'm happy with the result. I have a hole, of course, in up there. You can see it there maybe. Let's see if you can see it here. There I have a hole in the headliner, but it's not big enough to replace it anyway. So now I just have to say that this stuff here is pretty good then. It's for leather then, not for vinyl headliner, which I have. But I think it works. We'll see when we gonna tape on it. When we're gonna mask up the car, if we tape on it and it comes off with a tape, that's gonna be tragic, of course. But as long as you can roll it on, you can actually roll it on with the interior finished. So it's not a big deal if something happens. So for me now then it's to clean out inside here and put in some seam sealer around here and around the edges, and I'm gonna paint this black, but that I'm just gonna paint with a brush and maybe a roller. Nothing of this is gonna be seen anyway. So, and after that, I think I need to start the engine bay to prep that for paint and choose a color for the car. That's gonna be a struggle, of course, because I can't decide what color I'm gonna have yet. I have a color in mind, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Also have the front of the car here, the front bit, need to be painted, of course, inside with the engine bay. Yeah, there's a lot of bits and bobs that has to be done. So I also, of course, have some electric works lying around, which is ready here, and also have another one lying under here. But we can come back to these things later on. But I don't think I have much more for the moment, so I will come back when I'm actually had painted inside and start prepping the engine bay.